Good morning, folks. I'm getting really sleepy because I'm trying to push my sleeping schedule to get later because I've been having a bunch of days off, and then I'm trying to get back. So, when I'm having days off, my sleeping schedule kind of keeps going forward, and then it just messes up. And so, like, I end up being awake at the time supposed to be asleep, and then being asleep for the time to be awake for work. Um, so just that just sort of got me thinking. Since I'm sleepy now, that got me thinking about when you try to go to sleep, and then your mind keeps thinking about all sort of things, all just memories, bad or good, maybe even embarrassing. And didn't you ask, why does it really do that? And I asked this question for such a long time, and I did a lot of research into it. I looked a lot in philosophies, in school of thoughts, in religions, and then I got a conclusion. So apparently, that our brains are addicted to thinking. This state of mind of constantly thinking is not as natural as people might think. Most people throughout history, they did not spend their every waking moment thinking. Right now, why are we thinking the whole time? Is it like because we're on our phones? Well, that's sort of part of it, but the other part is, because of the slavery thing going on. So basically, that the world became so hard to live in, that so for you to survive, you got to constantly think. You got to constantly plan things, plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. You're constantly analyzing things. You're constantly using your thinking faculty, right? And so so you're forced to. So this in itself is a not very natural thing to be in. Most people and most other parts of history, they didn't think that much. They just went about their day. So if you're in a field, you just go plow, you work, you go back to your family, you have a wife, you have a children. Maybe you think a little bit, but in general, you don't need to think that much. Thinking, it sort of takes an energy, and it takes effort. It's not that easy, and we're doing it the whole time. And so your brain just becomes sort of like in a loop, or it's sort of like if a train goes and then you can't easily stop it. When the train tries to stop, it takes a while. And most people don't even know how to stop that train thought. Your brain just keeps going and going and going, right? And so here is why that it comes to meditation, right? So meditation in Eastern philosophies is basically some of the best methodologies to do that. I'm not gonna go exactly into the specific techniques. You can look at somebody like Alan Watts. He's very great at like meditation techniques. There are multiple other people, so like how do you do meditation? And it's like, I don't want to say, so it's meditation not in a sense to get you like, all peaceful or whatever. No, so it's a way to sort of stop that train of thought. And but this is the thing, if you have not did it before, it might be hard for you. It might take a while for you to even shut that down. And when you shut that down, you will have an unimaginable relief. It's sort of like you have been carrying like a 50-pound weight on your shoulder for so many years, and you just let go of it for a few hours. It feels so relieving. You'll be so relieved if you do that. Um, Hopefully, I'm able to do that before I go to sleep, so I can have a good night's sleep. Thank you for watching.